What's up, everybody? It's me, Rothstein. I'm back. All right, I'm back. What's today? Thursday? Thursday, February 16th, 2023. It's the first show of 2023. I can't believe that. Been busy, though. Been busy. Been kind of storyboarding a couple documentaries, or at least projects. I don't know if they're going to be actual documentaries, but I've been kind of storyboarding a couple of projects, and I've just been busy, and I apologize, but I just want to let you know that this is the Betting Public Sports Show, okay? And for this video, I don't have any action on this video. I'm going to talk some shit, okay? I do got action on the next video, okay, from today, Thursday, February 16th, all right? But yeah, today I'm just gonna talk a little shit. Like I said, I just ain't been around a while. I just ain't had the time, and I apologize for that to you all, But I will be back starting March 1st. Okay, the game show starts like March 16th, somewhere that week. Because that's when the tournament starts. We've got it nailed down, and everything. Place everything, okay? It's ready to rock. But like I said, since there's no action on this one, we're not going to get into that right now, okay? What we are going to get into is the Billboard magazine top 50 rappers of all time. As you know, I believe it's August 11th, maybe August 9th, I'm not sure. Sometime in August of this year, it'll be the 50th anniversary of the start of hip-hop music, in the Bronx, Cedar and Sedgwick, apartment laundry building, I believe, apartment building's laundry room. DJ Kool Herc, spin some records, and basically hip hop was born. Okay, a couple break beats and whatnot. If you've seen the HBO show Vinyl, they kind of did something with it. It was Vinyl was a kind of a. It's not a documentary. It's a, it's got it's kind of a series, a little mini series on HBO a couple years ago. Bobby Cannavale or something like that was in it, and they did a little thing on that. Basically, the white man walked through it, and hip hop was born. But this Billboard magazine top 50 rappers of all time, just it ain't been out a week, and it's been just buzzing. Everybody's going to fuck off, don't like it, this, that, and the other. I'll just get right into it. The number one was Jay-Z. Now, me personally, I like Jay-Z. I think he can rap his ass off. Okay? He's one of my GOATs. I broke down the GOATs into 3, really 4, and I'll explain that later. But what made me want to do this video was Big Gipp. Big Gipp from, you remember him from Goody Mob, Herndon Homes and Hilton Homes. He had all the homes. They did, that song, Dirty South, that they did. Goody Mob had several jingles, though that's just not just one of them. But I seen Big Gipp on the Art of Dialogue YouTube channel. I try to like the Art of Dialogue, I really do. I try to like it, but dude's kind of like I don't know. There's something about it. Basically, when it comes to his show, one of 3 things are going to happen. One, you'll get on his show if you diss Jay-Z, Biggie, or Puffy. You'll be on the show. That's why Gene Deal's on there seemingly once a month anymore. He's basically his Vlad, or he's basically his T.K. Kirkland or Boosie. He's the Art of Dialogue's T.K. Kirkland or Boosie. like Vlad has. Vlad has regular guests. Gene Deal's the most regular guest on the Art of Dialogue. And like I said, he loves, dissing those three, Jay-Z, Biggie, and Puffy. And that's all Gene Deal talks about is just, how wicked he feels Puff was and dirty Puff was, things like that, airing out, I guess, laundry or whatever, dirty laundry. And like I said, the Art of Dialogue will have him on there. And, that's fair, I guess. I don't have a problem with that. But it's like, okay. Or you get on Art of Dialogue if you dick ride Tupac. I don't know where Art, his name's Art, apparently. I don't know where the guy's from. And like I said, I try to support his flat platform. For the most part, it's all right. Like I said, just, the dick riding of Tupac and the constant dissing of those three, Jay-Z, Biggie, and Puffy, is just kind of, not just unbecoming, it's insufferable at times. Okay? But as you see, he just had the damn, not too long ago, he had the interview with Keith Murray, disrespecting, well, not disrespecting, but just, he was disrespecting and shitting on Foxy Brown. Talking about a sexual encounter they had. Now, the only time I know that they was together was on a song was like 1995-ish. LL Cool J's I Shot You remix. Foxy Brown was not 18 at the time of that song. She was like 16 or 17. She's 2 years younger than me. 2 years and like 2 months years younger than me. And, now she hasn't said anything about, she dissed Murray back once, said, oh, you ain't been hot since 95 or whatever, blah, blah, blah. She hadn't said she was, underage at the time, but it's like, nobody's talking about that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so, and we know, kind of an what's that open secret that, women, especially back in the 90s and before, they, had to kind of, get involved sexually to get in the game, movies and TV and music, everything, now that Me Too has kind of stopped that. The Me Too movement of recent years has kind of, slowed some of that down, if not stopped it. But it was like, was Foxy Brown even legal at that time? If that's when it happened, if it even happened, I don't know. But that was just something I had thought about. But Big Gipp, he's been on there and saying that on Art of Dialogue, saying that Jay-Z is not the top rapper of all time, and it was just like, okay, I can respect that. That's your opinion. I don't even know what the criteria they're using. But Gipp went way out of bounds with several of his points. Now, one thing that he did say that I've been saying, that I'll give him credit for, he basically said that, all these rappers are pretty much just regional talents. Just based on where you're from, that's who you like. If you're from, the East Coast, New York, Boston, Philly, you like a certain type of rapper. If you're from the South, Atlanta, Texas, other places in the South, the Carolinas, Alabama, Louisiana, you like a certain type of rapper. If you're from the Midwest, you like a certain type of rapper. If you're from the West Coast, you like a certain type of rapper. I'll give him credit for that. That was a great point, Gipp. That was a great point. Shout out to Gilly. I'm sorry, Gilly and his cousin Wallow, $1 million worth of game. Shout out to them. But yeah, Gipp, that was a great point. Okay, I'll give you that. But where he went out of bounds was started talking about Jay-Z. And this is the second platform I've seen Gipp dissing Jay-Z. I've seen him on the radio shawty. What's his name? Beehive. Dissing Jay-Z. Like, damn, dude. That was one thing. But this is... It's like he actually said out of his goddamn mouth that, Jay-Z ain't number one. He only, that's only because he's with Beyonce that people are calling him number one. And if, Tupac, he's saying Tupac is the number one rapper. And if Tupac was still around, Beyonce would be with him. That's way the fuck out of bounds, Gipp. That's hating and dick riding. That's hating Jay, dick riding Tupac all at the same time. You way out of bounds for that. First of all, that woman is his wife. That's not just a jump off, a groupie. That woman is the wife, mother of his children. Okay? It's not just some random groupie, superhead or somebody that everybody knew about, blah, blah, blah. That woman is the mother of his children and his wife. We as black folks, the rap community, more specifically, we've got to respect the sanctity of family. I don't know why you went there saying some shit like that about that man's wife. Talking about some she would be with Pac. How you know she even like a motherfucker like Pac? A convicted rapist. Or a motherfucker that, that's what, 5'9", 5'10", 160 pounds. He says he was 165 in his records, knowing he was probably 155. Jay-Z's good 6'1", 6'2". He looks, decently tall. Seen him in videos with LeBron. He looks decently tall. 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", somewhere in there. But still, but the thing that really, chapping my ass, because he showed some, some old footage of Spice One. You remember Spice One? Trigger Got No Heart. He had some nice bangers in the 90s. Saying that, he'll never be number one. And I'm pretty sure that was an old interview on the Art of Dialogue. Jay-Z will never be number one. It's Tupac, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, if you don't like Jay-Z, just say you don't like the guy. But it's not like it's unreasonable for him to be the number one rapper. It's not unreasonable. That's the thing. It's not. It's a list. It's subjective. However, whatever criteria they're choosing, it's their criteria. But again, it's not unreasonable that Jay-Z is the number one rapper of all time. Guy can rap his ass off. Okay? Yeah, he recycled some Biggie songs. Not songs with bars. Snoop first 3, 4, 5 albums, he recycled a whole song from the East Coast. Lottie Dottie, Vapors, Dogs Gonna Get You, The Symphony. I mean, he recycled songs, classic East Coast songs. That's why Snoop was really been around so long. He's always showed love. And that's why I got him as, I'll get into him in a second. But yeah, for you to say that, it's like, what kind of man says that kind of shit? She'll be with this nigga. Talking about you only got her because you got the money now. Okay, Nas said that, but like Jay-Z said, recently, a couple years ago, I'm a billionaire, I'm cute. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, that's kind of par for the course. You get a big bag, you get a badder woman. And, a big bag can get you a woman out of your league, out of your, what they call that? You can outkick your coverage if you get the right bag, okay? So to like diss him like that, I just thought that was some sucker shit to say out of your mouth, Gipp. It was disappointing, and it was just some sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, Jay-Z ain't number one, it's this guy's that. Like I said, it's not unreasonable that Jay-Z would be number one, but the thing is, what chaps my ass about the thing, it's like, what's more ridiculous about the list is that the Gucci Mane is number 38. Huh? Really? Gucci Mane? I mean, don't get it twisted. I fuck with Gucci Mane. Like a couple of his songs. Dope game hard, rap game easy. All that shit. Got 1 million sold at the trap. You know, I fuck with him. You know, I know him a little bit, but it's like I can name 75 rappers that I'd rather hear than Gucci Mane. You know what I'm saying? Probably 100 if I really want to sit down and think about it. That's just off the top. But like I said, it's totally subjective. You know, for me, there's 3 GOATs and 1 wild card. Okay? Probably 2 wild cards. You know, the 2 wild cards are 50 and Snoop. 50 Cent and Snoop. They're the wild cards, and I'll explain. But the 3 GOATs, no particular order, Jay, LL Cool J, and Ice Cube. Okay? This is where you get the 5 of them, okay? There's 3 themes that have always been in rap music since day one. I'm talking about since, you know, the Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight. I've got better rhymes than you. I've got more and better women, better looking women than you. Got better rhymes, better looking women, and I got more money. I mean, hell, the Rapper's Delight, the guy's name is Big Bang Hank, one of the guys rapping, and they rapping about going to the hotel, the motel, Holiday Inn. You know what I'm saying? But this is why I say that they're the, like I said, you know, when it come to rhymes, like I said, Jay-Z can rap his ass off. I don't care if he recycles a Biggie lyric every now and then. Hell, Sing Ain't Lie. I done came to the block and everything that's fly. I fuck with that, you know what I'm saying? LL, battle tested, you know, that little move in, first of all, every dude in my era, you know, if you're 40 to 55 years old, you can do, if the song I'm Bad comes on, you're jigging with it every time. You know, that little uppercut he threw in that movie, in that video, you know, probably one of the best little moves in a hip hop video ever. You know what I'm saying? You fuck with LL, Booming System, all that shit. I Need Love, don't forget that either. You know, Mama Said Knock You Out, all that shit. You fuck with LL. Ice Cube, battle tested. You know, rap his ass off. You know, had him wrote in a song, made another dude sing the song, rapping the song. Ice Cube writes rhymes that I say. You know what I'm saying? You know, basically wrote basically wrote the soundtrack for the early Compton LA rappers. You know, I know Ice-T was a little bit before that, but you know, he was really from New Jersey anyway. But yeah, you know, 50, I'm telling you, mixtape 50, but before he like blew up, you know, before he got blown up and blew up, you know, in the industry, 50, I got one of his mixtapes. He was fire. You know, like right after Biggie died, I'm trying to find somebody who knew who can rap. I found some 50 stuff. Like, dude could rap his ass off. It ain't easy to make money. Nowadays, everybody want to take money. Fuck with mine, I'm gonna fill you with your weight money. 50 was fire. He still is. Then Snoop, man, I don't know if my mama watching or not, but I skipped school to go get Snoop's first CD, Doggy Style, because when he came out with that taper on deep cover, that White Sox, you know, creep with me. As a, you know what I'm saying, that shit was fire. Then he just showed out on the Chronic. Motherfuckers was fiending for Snoop, okay? Now that's where Snoop becomes was why he's a wild card, because lyrically he kind of fell off a little bit. Well, not a little bit, just you can't come out with Doggy Style, then the next one, that next album, you know, with Snoop's upside your head, it was just like, nah, bruh, what happened here? You know what I'm saying? But okay, so the boom, there's that. I got more money than you. Jay's a billionaire, okay? Can't take that from him. You know, no matter how he did it, can't take that from him. Also, Dr. Dre's on that list for Billboard. Dr. Dre's not even he'll tell you he's not even a rapper. people, have always wrote his raps for him. He don't write his own raps. So, so the list is what it is. But like I said, Jay's a billionaire. Okay. But, again, this game's only 50 years old. So guys like Cube, 50, Snoop, and LL, with their, 50 million, 100 million, whatever it is, 200 million they got each. It's nothing to sneeze at. That's more than most of the people who gonna watch this video most of the people watching are gonna get, including myself probably. They got, but still 50 million, 100 million, whatever they worth, that still ain't nothing to sneeze at. So that's why you bring them in there. Okay? And then the last card got more and better women than you. Again, Jay-Z's married to Beyonce. We already know what it is. Okay? We're not going to insult her, or not insult her. We're not going to ogle that woman, but you know what it is with her. Okay? Beautiful as they come. This is where 50 becomes a wild card because he's not married to anyone. Okay? But those other three guys, Cube, LL, and Snoop, there's something to be said. Like I said, respect the sanctity of family. Those guys are all married to their day ones. Those guys are all married to their day ones. Especially Snoop. We know that's his high school sweetheart. Shantae, is that her name? If I said it wrong, I apologize, Mrs. Broadus. But these guys are all married to their day ones. You up there saying, Tupac would be with Beyonce would be with Pac. Don't act like Pac was a ladies' man either, motherfucker. We seen that homely white broad he was in the homecoming picture or prom picture. Like, nigga, stop with all that dick riding, Gipp. You know what I'm saying? So, so Billboard's gonna get what they wanted. More clicks to the website, more single purchases, maybe not subscriptions, but single. What's the word I'm looking for? Just single purchases of the magazine. You go in there. Oh, let me buy this. Fuck it. I got an extra $8 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get what they want, and that's fine. They should, but like you had Jadakiss. First of all, you had Jadakiss and Redman under the Gucci Mane, and it's like Jadakiss. I mean, he calls himself top 5 dead or alive. I mean, there's an argument for that. I mean, he's solidly in in any reasonable person's top 12. All right, Redman reasonably in somebody's top 20, 30, something like that. Come on, man. Stop. Okay, but hey, that's all I got. I'm gonna hop out of here. Gipp just kind of chapped my ass, with the shit he been saying on the Art of Dialogue lately. But then again, kind of like with Troy Terrain, Star from Star and Buckwild. Troy Terrain said years ago on Vlad, when he used to do the little 5-minute rants on Vlad by himself, like he said, it was about like Soulja Boy. Like basically what he said was, if you don't like the way that lyrics are not important in hip hop anymore, blame Russell Simmons. Because he secured the funding for the first 25, 30 years of the game, through his business savvy, got all types of people paid. To pay people with him and after, got them paid. But he didn't set up any rules to the game. And had he set up rules to the game, Billboard doesn't come out with such a whack list. Like I said, Ice Cube, they got him at like 18 or something. Ice Cube should be any reasonable person's top 10. Okay? He should be in any reasonable person's top 10. Any person that knows what they're doing. And Cube, but like Fat Joe said, him and Ice Cube supposedly had some issues back in the day. But like he said, anybody who will perform in front of 50,000 people is going to be somewhat of a narcissist. So, nobody really likes their spot except probably Jay. Well, they listed in the list, But yeah, Cube, he didn't like his spot. Ja Rule wasn't even in it. Ja Rule ran rap from 2001 to 3. Like he was on every song, just like Eric Sermon, you heard it. 1 a.m. Pandemonium song comes on. Ja Rule with Lil Mo and them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. People don't like their spot, but my thing is, Slick Rick's not on it either. Fat Joe's not on it. My thing is that, like I said, it's not unreasonable that Jay would be number one. Quit being dickheads, all right? But I'm gonna hop off of here. Like I said, got a video with some action right with this one, so make sure you check out both videos. But most importantly, subscribe. All right, I'm coming back March 1st. I do action, sports betting, but I also talk a little shit like this every now and then. All right, I got 2 crazy interviews that I've been. We haven't set a final date yet, but the 2 people have agreed to do them. So just got to set a date, and we're about to do that here soon. All right. But yeah, so like, subscribe this video, leave comments, let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you all next time. All right. But until then, everybody be safe. Peace.